Today's Unified Bank profile is Nailers defenseman Dylan MacPherson. Dylan, we saw you first at the start of the year, and then you got a chance to go up to AHL Wilkes-Barre Scranton. And as someone who's under an ECHL contract, what did that mean to you to not only get a look by the AHL club, but to also stick up there for a good amount of time?
You know, it's nice. It's just you go up there and you show what you got when you have an opportunity, and you just try to make a good impression.
New organization for you this year. As last year you were under the Springfield and Florida umbrella, ultimately landed with the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. What have you liked about this year with Pittsburgh, Wilkes-Barre, and Wheeling?
Kind of everything. Like, it's a totally different organization. They run things a little bit different systems, so it's a little bit change of pace, so it's good altogether.
One of the teammates that I noticed that has hit it off with you pretty quickly is Chad Duchesne, and you guys play on the penalty kill typically together. Is that something that you guys did a lot last year in Greenville, or is it just a familiarity? Why do you guys have so much success when you're playing with each other?
Honestly, we rarely played together last year. I think we only maybe played 1 or 2 games together, but I don't know. We both kind of just have the same mentality on the penalty kill, so we work good together.
That's fantastic. Year number 2 as a pro. How have you enjoyed your second year? What have you felt like you've been able to transform in your game that maybe you weren't as comfortable in, or still kind of learning the ropes as a rookie?
Just confidence. Like, coming into your first year pro, you're playing against guys that have been in both leagues for maybe like 5, 10, even 12 years for some guys. But, you know, just the confidence as you come in as a rookie, you kind of got to grow and kind of fill into your own shoes a little bit. So that's confidence for sure.
What's it like making the adjustments where you had those first 10 games under you? You go up to Wilkes-Barre Scranton. First off, those guys are pretty much starting new. Did you notice anything when you went up there where guys were still trying to maybe get the bugs out in those first few games where you were pretty comfortable because you had played those first 10 games with us?
Not overly, because we had a few weeks off because of COVID here. So, 3 weeks off really kind of set me back from being ahead a little bit. So we were all kind of, getting the rust off in those first few skates.
Do you notice your game change at all when you go up to the AHL, or does it stay pretty consistent to what you do here with us?
It stays pretty consistent. Your game should stay pretty much the same as you go to level, because that's what they expect you to bring as you move on. So you just try to stay as consistent as possible.
Was it surprising when you came back last weekend and there were so many different faces that you had yet to play with and kind of figured out almost probably half a team, I would almost guess, to being new guys and what they're all about, not only off the ice, but some of their tendencies on the ice too?
Yeah, for sure. Like, obviously I was following along, seeing all the different guys being moved in and moved out. So I knew that there was a lot of new faces in here, but for sure it was a little overwhelming to come in and meet so many new guys. When you left, you knew everybody, and when you got back here, only knew a few faces. So,
having been in the league before, you know that 3-3s are pretty much a norm here. So you come back from Wilkes-Barre Scranton, you get thrown right into a 3-3. How were you able to stay so strong throughout that weekend?
Well, at the end of the day, it's just taking care of yourself. Proper nutrition, hydration. You just get good rest, and you just show up and play. That's, at the end of the day, that's what you're here to do. So you just got to find a way.
How do you balance when you're up in the AHL and some nights you're in the lineup, some nights you're out of the lineup, and still being able to stay strong and keep your game shaped to where it is so that when your number's called upon, and especially when you're here in Wheeling and you're playing big minutes, that you're ready to go?
Oh, they have a regimen for you for sure. Like, you're doing extra skates or extra workouts. Guys aren't just sitting around doing nothing when they're not in the lineup. You're working just as hard as the guys that are in the lineup for that game, so you're ready when you get the chance.
Coming off of such a successful week last week where you had 3 wins in a row, and obviously that does a lot for the emotion of the bunch right now, and you still have almost half a season left to go. What's that going to do for you guys to give you that confidence and just that exciting feeling as you go down to the stretch here?
No, it's a good morale boost to go from 3 for 3 in a weekend. Like, any chance you can get 6 for 6 on points, like, it's a big win. But at the end of the day, it's 3 games. Like you said, we still have half a season, and we're chasing a playoff spot here. So we're not going to think about it too much. It's just a morale boost, and we're going to look forward to the games to come.
You got the South Carolina Stingrays on the docket this weekend. That's a team that you saw quite a bit of last year with Greenville. What do you know about them this year?
Truthfully, not a lot. They're a different team from last year. There's only a few similar faces. So for the guys that I do know, I just got to try to remember how they play. But other than that, just, kind of just play it like a regular game and play it as we go.
Very good, Dylan. I appreciate you spending a few minutes with me today. It's great to have you back in Wheeling. I know you're going to be continuing to work that much harder to get back up to the AHL again. So maybe it'll be a short-lived stay, but continue the great work that you're doing with us.
All right, thank you.
Dylan MacPherson, defenseman of your Wheeling Nailers, tonight's Unified Bank Nailers Profile. We'll take a break and come back with intermission coverage on the Nailers Broadcast Network presented by Main Street Bank.